All right, one more
Bit of butts.
news headline before we do our brand new segment. So I didn't know about this, but there was a J.J. Abrams superhero movie or Superman movie that was in the works with DC.
I thought so.
And somebody
remember hearing
asked him
about
on
this.
Threads, because he was doing like a Q&A on Threads, asked him if it was still in development, and he said yes. James Gunn did say that. I guess he talked about this last year, and I must have missed it, because I don't remember any sort of story behind this. But he did talk about it. So James Gunn said, quote, Superman Legacy and Abrams Superman movie are totally unrelated. That's an exciting movie. I know that, is it Chantal Nong, who is the executive on that project, is extremely excited about it. So if it comes in and it's great, which I haven't read the script, and if the timing's right, that could absolutely happen. That's totally unrelated. It would be an Elseworlds tale like Joker, which we knew that he was already doing that with the Batman Part 2 and with Joker. So put aside that it's J.J. Abrams, because I know how much you like him. What do you think of the idea that, like, okay, they are going to commit to doing Elseworlds movies and standalone movies?
Are you trying to tell me that there's going to be like 2 different Superman movies?
Yeah. Why are you upset?
I'm not upset. Just why? There's
Why
so
not?
many other characters.
I know, but and that's the thing. Maybe it changes. Maybe JJ gets a different project and it's not Superman or it's some other thing, you know. But I don't see the problem in it, because you do realize in a couple of years.
I don't have a problem with them being 2 Supermans.
But here's
and
the
like
thing.
one is like the main DCU and the other one is
I think
that?
it would be smart to get on it now, because in a few years, I think 2034, Batman will become public domain.
Oh.
Superman's going to become public domain. Wonder Woman's going to become public domain. So we're going to see more of that. You're going to see the fucking Pooh Bear, Blood and Honey kind of movie with Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman now. We kind of talked about with Steamboat Willie a few weeks ago.
Jesus.
But think about that. Like, maybe they're just trying to get ahead of the curve and be like, this is just kind of when it's going to be now, because more people are going to have access to the characters.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure, whatever. Fair enough.
But you're upset because it's J.J. Abrams.
No, I'm not.
You know what I thought it was going to be, or I thought they were going to do, is because remember they talked about the Michael B. Jordan movie?
Yeah.
Where he's a different Kryptonian, he's not Kal-El. It's in the comics.
He's from an alternate universe.
I'm looking it up.
He's the president of the United States, and he's also Superman.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I read a comic with him in it. I can't remember, but he's apparently, as far as I remember, it was a Grant Morrison, I thought, creation or a story. I think Grant Morrison wrote it.
Val Zod is who it was going to be. Val Zod.
Yeah.
But, again, I still want that, and I still would like that.
Yeah.
Because I was one of those people.
I also want, what's his name's fucking Plastic Man movie? The guy who played...
Ben Schwartz?
Yes. Where the fuck is that?
I want to say that I kind of see where you're coming from, too, with, like, why do we have another Superman
I just don't want them coming out at the same time.
Or I like the idea of that, because I remember when this first got announced, they were implying that he'd be Clark Kent, and I'm like, why are we doing, like, a weird reboot, a weird, like, multiverse, like, thing, and then they're like, oh, no, it's going to be Val Zod, it's going to be a different character. I'm like, okay, that's more interesting, because and it's not because they're race swapping, it's because, like, can we just have one Clark for right now and stick with it? You know what I mean? And then, yes, find other characters in the lore, because there's so many fucking characters in that universe, in Marvel and DC. It's like, you know, you don't need to keep... And I understand we keep running into this with its brand recognition. It's Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are their most popular characters. They're gonna make the most sure money. I mean, they've tried and flopped with Shazam and Blue Beetle and like... And it's a fine line, because you can only go so obscure because the mainstream audience is just not going to care.
Sure.
And you saw that with Blue Beetle. I think a lot of it was people just didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't... Blue Beetle doesn't have the same...
It does. Yeah.
As Spider-Man. Sorry.
So
both insect-related characters.
From that aspect, I understand why
some scientists would be like, actually, the spider is part of the arachnid and the beetle is a bird, and I'd be like, fuck, what?
But at the same time, I would understand why they're like, we want to do a Clark Kent Superman movie instead of Val Zod or whatever, because people don't know about Val Zod.
What's the genus of the beetle? What's the genus of the spider? I'll bet you they're different.
Wow. I don't know. But now we add to the fact that it's J.J. Abrams. How do you feel about that? Please tell me it's not Superman Flyby, that script that he wrote a long time ago. Do you remember that
again? Didn't we talk about that?
Because that was before Superman Returns.
We talked about that.
It was like 2003, I think. We had talked about that we were going to... I have the script... But we never worked on it.
That's not the Nick Cage one. That one was...
That's Superman Superman Lives.
Yeah.
But Superman Flyby, one of these days we'll have to cover it. But
okay. Yeah. I don't have a I just think J.J. Abrams is kind of like, I like stuff so much that I just copy it. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be too much like Christopher Reeves. And I'm like, aren't we kind of going for that tone with James' movies? So like...
He would make the Richard Donner Superman movie over, but it
like
would be slightly darker
and a lot more lens flare. Yeah. All right.
And the effects would be better because it's 2024. But the story would be worse because J.J. Abrams.
You just can't help yourself.
Listen. No, I love Iron Maiden, dude. I love Iron Maiden. I love me some Iron Maiden. I'm going to see Iron Maiden in October in Twin Cities. I'm really excited about it. I love them. I've always wanted to make an Iron Maiden album. But can I? No. Because I'm not Iron Maiden. Okay? JJ, you're not Gene. You're not George. Okay?
Wow.
You're not Richard.
Whoa.
You're not Christopher. And you're no fucking Marty Scorsese, okay?
You're not even Greta.
You're not. You're certainly no Greta.
Just tying it back into the last topic.
Thanks. Look at you.
Look at me hosting.
What's going on, hosting Steve? Singing
I'm gonna
again.
I'm going to get the squirt bottle.
Huh. Fuck you.
No music.
You know what?
No singing.
You know what? And I'm going to do exactly what my old cat used to do. When I would squirt her when she would do stuff wrong, and just be like, what the fuck? Is that water? What the fuck? Are you serious? Man, it's not even like acid or something. I'm not moving. Fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sloppy.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.